not attractive, Kageyama-kun? Am I really ugly? Of course not. Why, you're beautiful. After I told Hinata he was beautiful, he started crying even more. I'm so sorry for being an annoyance. You're not being an annoyance, Hinata. I'm more than happy to comfort you like this. Now what happened? It's alright if you don't want to tell me. Take your time. Dart. No. Well, no one likes me, Kageyama-kun. They all think I look like a girl. If only I looked more tough. Dart. I like you. Really? You're not bothered by the fact that I look like a girl? No, I like you, just the way you are. Hinata pulled away from me and looked at me, his big teary eyes. I like you too, Kageyama-kun. Why, you do? You're the best friend I could ever ask for. But I didn't mean it that way. Hinata wiped away his tears and put on a big smile once again. Thanks, Kageyama-kun. I feel a lot better now. I smiled at Hinata. Anytime. Evening, 7:23 p.m. Hey. How's my little brother doing? I turned to the door to see who it was. Miwa-san? What are you doing here? I stopped by. Mum asked me to bring this as well. She made almond tofu. Oh. How's she doing? Pretty well. She's taking her medicines properly. That's a relief. Dart. You still have the flower shop. It's because of him, isn't it? Don't blame yourself too much. I'm sure he wouldn't want that. I know. Come on, you should go on a walk once in a while. Don't cope yourself in your room all day. The view from here is splendid, isn't it? The lights from the bridge reflecting the surface of the river, the tall bright buildings. It was truly splendid. You should try to move on. I understand you love him, but... Miwa-san turned to me and gave me a sad expression. You're still young, Tobio. You have plenty of chances in the future. I'm afraid you will be alone because of the past. I know you're worried about me, Miwa-san. But... I turned away from Miwa-san and stared at the surface of the water. I still want to love him. Miwa-san helplessly sighed and nodded. Just don't pressure yourself too much, okay? I'll be going now since Mum is waiting at home. You going? I'll go back later. I want to stay here for some time. Alright then, be safe. After Miwa-san was gone, I sat by the river staring into a distance. I looked down to the sound to realize that my ring was missing. My ring? No. Where is it? Where? I searched everywhere, but it was nowhere to be found. No, did it? Without a second thought, I immediately jumped into the river, not realizing that I couldn't swim. As I helplessly searched for my ring in the cold, dark river, I closed my eyes as I lost unconsciousness. Happy birthday, Tobio-chan. What's this? Couple's rings. Oikawa-san slides the ring onto my thin finger and gave me a sweet smile. I'm sorry I couldn't afford a more expensive ring, but I promise to buy you one when I have money. Oikawa-san, you're the best gift I could ever ask for. Oikawa-san looked at me surprised and suddenly tears fell from his cheeks. Oikawa-san, why are you crying? I'm sorry, Tobio-chan, I'm just so happy I met you. I'm happy that I met you as well, Oikawa-san. When I woke up, I was in an unfamiliar room. A hospital bed. How could you just jump into the river? I was worried sick. Miwa-san was beside me with red eyes from crying. I'm sorry for making you worried. Miwa-san pulled me into a tight embrace. You dummy, next time don't jump in like that. If that nice gentleman didn't dive in and save you, you would have drowned. Who? Miwa-san pointed towards the door where a man was silently staring at me. Tsukishima? Next time think twice before you jump in, you idiot. I had to get my clothes wet. I apologize. After a while Mum visited me crying, telling me to come home with her. But I refused to come back. After Mum and Miwa left, Tsukishima still stood there saying nothing. You're not going to leave. You want me to? It's not that. Just then I saw a familiar figure walk past the door. Oikoa-san? I got out of the hospital bed and immediately started chasing after the person. Oi. Hey. What are you doing? I ran through the hospital's busy crowd and chased after the person. Oikoa-san. Hearing my voice, the person started walking even quicker than before, making it hard for me to catch up with him. Oikoa-san. Please. Hey. Are you nuts? I could hear Tsukishima's scream, but I didn't look back. After running and running, my knees started to give up as I fell to the ground. When I looked around searching for the man, he had already disappeared.
神様、どうかどうか声を聞かせて、ほんのちょっとでいいからもう二度と離れないように、あなたと二人あの星座のように結んでほしくて